Shake Table Labs by Archer Suh and CharlieH. Before Archer and I could start building, we had to make a sketch. Our tower is 36 centimeters in height and 19 centimeters in width. Over our process of building, the building code changed, so our tower did not end up looking like this. Now that Archer and I are done with our sketch, we can start. What we are doing is putting the anchors under our cardboard platform so our upper floors will have more support from under them. After Archer and I finished the anchors, we started on the struts, on all four sides to have something to attach the floors to. In the middle, you will also see that we put a second floor in. Archer and I put it in by making a T between one of the struts and then taping the top 1/4 of the strut, and then for the second floor, taping it to the sides of the struts. Then Archer and I made a support for the second floor so it does not collapse on itself when the sandbags are on top of it. We made a flat X shape so our second floors, then taped it to each corner. After that, we taped this one straw going upwards to the center of the X to add even more support. Now Archer and I added an upside-down V shape for the space between the platform and the second floor to add support to the second and third floors. Archer and I did the same thing for the third floor, but just flipped the V the right way up. For this page, it shows all the dimensions of the tower. Archer and I had to change many things because the building code changed just by having to make a design on top that gave us more straws to work with. After finishing the tower, Archer and I did a static test. When we do the real test, we will have more sandbags on the tower, but we do not want to damage the tower when we are testing. We also went through and made sure that there were no loose straws with no tape or that have been bent a little bit. While we did this, we also added the center floor supporting straws and made the V supports better and stronger. Red arrows show all of Archer and I's tower's strongest points, like the bottom and center supports. I think they're the strongest parts because the bottom is bolted to the cardboard center and because they can support a lot of weight. Arrows show the weakest parts of Archer and I's tower, like the corner brackets for our roof. For extra supplies that Archer and I used for our tower is blue construction paper for the floors and roof. The paper helps by holding the sandbags in the tower. This video shows our tower shaking with 8 sandbags on it.
Ooh. Oh my god. Oh my god. You know, actually,
this video shows our tower collapsing with 10 sandbags on it. Oh no! After testing our tower, we saw X, Y, and Z graph to show how our tower moved. The x-axis shows the side-to-side motion, the z-axis shows the up and down motion, and the y-axis shows the forward and backwards motion. This graph is very important because we can see how much our tower moved. In total, our tower held 8 sandbags. Our tower failed at the bottom of our V because we did not put enough tape on it. The changes I would have made is adding more tape to the bottom of the V and to the rest of the tower because you can't go wrong with more tape. I learned that the bolts under the cardboard were very important. They were important because when we were on the shake table, they were the only things holding the tower down. My favorite part of this project was working with Archer in building the building.
So for our shake table tower, we only had 8 sandbags. Our building failed because one of our supports, for our V-shaped supports, we forgot to tape on, so it sort of fell off on the second shake. One thing I would change was taping on that one support, because that might have made our tower fall. I would also add tape like just all around the tower because like you can never have too much tape because then that'll strengthen the building. I learned that when you're building a tower out of straws, you need to have strong supports and everything is secure. I enjoyed this project because I thought it was a fun thing to do. We learned about how to build things and we had fun by shaking it down with sandbags and the shake table.